Hey everybody, welcome back to Ellen Electric Adventures. My name is Luke. My lights are turning off. We are embarking on a Thanksgiving trip. Sorry, I'm trying to get the... It's a good start. Great start. I'm trying to get the climate to turn off because it's probably loud on the... Anyway, there we go. It is dark. It is the night, Sunday night before Thanksgiving. We are leaving tomorrow very early in the morning so we can get to my parents' house. We're going to be spending the week down in Cincinnati. Done this trip a bunch of times, but this time is a little different because now we have our A2Z Tesla adapter, NACS to CCS adapter. I did a charge test the other day, which you may or may not have seen. If you're interested, there's that video is, you know, whatever, it's there. Not super interesting other than the fact that it works. So really excited to be able to do that. It's going to allow us to skip Lafayette, Electrify America, which has always been pretty good for us, and go to Lebanon, Indiana, which is a little bit further. It's about 15 to 20 miles further, I believe. So it's like 168 miles. We'll check the map in a second here. So it'll allow us to stretch our first stop a little farther, which is great. And it gives us the reliability of Tesla Superchargers, which again is great. It's at a Starbucks and a couple other little shops, but Starbucks will be great for clean bathrooms, changing tables for the baby, and coffee, obviously, is always good. We are currently sitting at 96%. You can see right there, we are charging slowly, 11 amps, just charging on the wall. I have it set to turn off, so it's going to complete at 11:48, 11:49. I have it set to turn off at 10, and then in the morning, when I'm feeding the dogs and stuff, I will bump it back to 100. Or, I'm sorry, I'll turn the timer off. And I do have the climate timer on, which should precondition the cabin, but also the battery. It's not super cold tonight. It's 50 in the garage, and it looks like the temperature going to stay the same all night. So the battery should be okay, but it doesn't hurt to preheat it. So let's take a look at the map. Google did add the superchargers to the map, but in my experience, it's not actually utilizing them in the map route planning. So you can navigate to them, but yeah, so you can see it's wanting us to stop in Lafayette for 10 minutes and then Indianapolis. So that's the route that it typically has us do. Usually what we do is deep charge at Lafayette and make it one stop. What I am going to do is route instead to, you can see I already have it, Tesla Supercharger, 9% on arrival. Perfect. So I actually don't even need to get all the way to 100, but we're going to get there just in case. You know, might have winds or whatever. Can I see how many miles without hitting start? I don't know if I can, but I'll hit start. We can see how many miles. 168. I don't know why. Yeah, see this. Google needs to update this. Plugs are not compatible. I'm going to triple check the Tesla app. That those are V3 and available with an adapter, because that would suck to get there and they're not. But I'm pretty sure those are available. So that's gonna be the plan. 168 miles. What we'll probably do is from there go hopefully straight to my parents. Otherwise we may have to stop in Indiana again. There is a second charger, there's a Tesla Supercharger in Shelbyville. We've never stopped in Shelbyville before. There's a EV Connect there, but we usually go to the EV Connect in Batesville. So we've got plenty of options. If we can't quite make it because of the temperature or whatever, we've got plenty of options. But I'm hoping to do this in one stop. And get there. Even if we get there close to dead, it doesn't matter because there's an Electrify America right next to my parents' house. Plus we can plug into the wall. My brother's partner did just get a Rivian. So maybe now that she has a Rivian, I can convince my dad to install a higher level outlet, a NEMA 1450 outlet, so we can get a level 2 charge. That would be great. So yeah, the next time you see me, it'll be very early in the morning, and we'll be on our way. And first official road trip using the Tesla, the NACS to CCS adapter. Really can't wait. So catch you on the road in the morning. Thanks for joining along. If you're new here, we are driving a 2023 Volvo XC40 Recharge. It's about 200 miles highway. 180 gets you about 80% of your battery. So that's usually the most we can stretch it to. Actually, close to 90% of the battery sometimes. All right, yeah. So we'll catch you in the morning. Hoping by leaving Monday morning we're avoiding some of the Thanksgiving madness, but we'll see. All right, officially next morning, leaving slightly later than we wanted to, but it's okay. We're still really early, especially for us. We got up at like 5. It's now 6:46. First stop is that Supercharger in Lebanon. So 168 miles, projected arrival with 13%. We are leaving with 99%. I'm going to clear the trip meter thingy, and we'll see what kind of efficiency we get. It's 50 degrees, decent weather, so I'm expecting it should be okay. So, see you on the road. I just want to do a quick check-in. This exit is where we would normally go, right down that way to Electrify America. We have 34 more miles to go to the Tesla Supercharger. I just looked at Electrify America app, and 2 of those stations are down, 2 of the 4, and 1 of them's in use. So only 1 of 2 is available right now. So super glad we don't have to rely on that. Right before Thanksgiving, that's going to be brutal for people. Hopefully they can get that fixed before like Wednesday, because otherwise it's going to be really bad for people. So we have 33 miles, projected 7%, getting pretty bad efficiency. It's pretty windy, and we didn't have any traffic, so we've been able to go fast the whole time. So yeah, pretty bad efficiency, but we're going to get there no problem. And then we'll only have 147 miles to go after that, so I'm thinking we'll just do 1 stop. And then if we have to charge again, we will, but the plan is to charge around 80% and do 1 stop. So we'll be there in 30 minutes, and fingers crossed for a smooth charging experience. So see you at the charger. All right, we made it with 4%. It was a little spicy there for a second, but we made it. Sorry, I'm holding this awkwardly. So it's right off the highway. I got a Starbucks behind me. My A2Z adapter. So I'm gonna try it this way. I'm gonna plug that in first. Didn't get a good click, but it's all right. Then I'm gonna, okay, that did give a good click. Now let me pull up my, yeah, so you got Starbucks right there, so it's perfect. Open my Tesla app, find a charger, Lebanon, Indiana. We are at 3B. Charge here. I apologize if this is not in focus, I can't tell. 3B. Start charging. Let's see. Boom. Just like that. All right, Tesla for the win. Somebody left their hitch carrier keys, or roof box keys. So yeah, we're at it's a Speedway over there. There's a Starbucks, which is perfect because I could use a coffee, and they have changing tables. And then we got Penn Station. If that was open and I was hungry, I would definitely get myself a sandwich. Smoke shop, hearing aid store, you know, all the essentials. It's pretty loud because it's right off the highway, which is nice. So yeah, I got here with 4%. The wind, it's really windy. The wind's killing the efficiency. I'll calculate. Actually, let me see if I can see. 139, 140. I suspect because the pack is so low, or the battery's so low, it's going to take a minute to get to max speed. But I'm going to run in and go to the bathroom, and then we'll come back and see where we're at. Yeah, so far so good, working great. All right, as I suspected, after a couple minutes, it did ramp up the full speed. So 153, already up to 19%. So already gone up 15% in a few minutes. Actually, I can check on the Tesla app. So 151, so that means 2 kilowatt hours being used, or 2 kilowatts being used for, I guess maybe battery, because the cabin isn't even on. 6 minutes, 14, almost 15 kilowatt hours delivered in 6 minutes. So yeah, pretty sweet. It's a nice stop. Not the cleanest Starbucks I've ever been to in the world, but you know, it's fine. Got some grass for the doggies, and actually some grass right over there for the doggies. It'll be even more convenient, so I'll probably take them over there and let them walk around and go to the bathroom, stretch. So yeah, let me see. My wife's got our destination log plugged in. Charging needs, okay, so it's saying negative 50% on arrival right now. So that means if we're at 72, we'd be perfect. So we'll get to 80. And that'll give us a 8% buffer. That should be plenty. All right, I'm gonna charge here and catch up with you. All right, just quick update, mostly because I wanted a thumbnail image, so I'm gonna try to, that's pretty good. Maybe like that. We've tapered off max speed, but still going pretty good, 145 or so. So yeah, overall this is a very very easy stop. All right, we're at 81. It's been 43 minutes. I just ran in and got a drink. 26 bucks, 67 kilowatt hours. So I'm gonna stop through the app. Could also stop in the car, but I'm gonna put my camera down because this is a two-handed operation. Boom. Put this back. And there we go. Pretty easy. So we've got 147 miles to go. I'm gonna take over driving. Estimated arrival 10%. So get on the road. All right, we made it with 10%. So yeah, pretty sweet. No traffic. I mean, this is the best time to leave. Early in the morning, leaving Chicago. No traffic. Everything's great. A little windy, so our efficiency was not great. Let's take a look at the numbers really quick. The trip manual, 308.4 miles. So slightly less because we didn't have to go off the highway as far for the Tesla charger, and then 412 watt per mile. 4 hours 14 minutes of driving, and then 40 minutes of charging. So under 5 hours with this car. I mean, that's great. We saved about 10 minutes being able to charge the Tesla stop because we can stretch the first leg a little further, and then we didn't have to charge as long. Oatly is very upset, wants to get out of the car and run around the backyard, which I will let her do in a minute. So yeah, overall, really enjoyed having that Tesla access. Yeah, it's a game changer for sure. Plugged in easily, started charging. The handshake is so short. That's the best part. Well, that's not the best part. The best part is that there are 11 chargers there, whereas the Electrify America we would normally stop at had 4, and 2 of them were down. So, man, that's just gonna save so much stress for me going forward. But yeah, I mean, like, this trip versus all the other times we've done this trip, so much better this time. So much better. So thanks for joining. I'm probably gonna combine the trip home and this all in one video, because there's no point in doing 2 videos on a trip we've done a million times. But yeah, we'll be here for a few days. I'm gonna go check out the lights at the zoo, Cincinnati Zoo, on Friday, and then we'll leave early Saturday morning. So thanks for joining, and we'll catch ya on the way home. Hey, I'm back. It is now Saturday after Thanksgiving. We are getting ready to leave. It's pretty early in the morning. It got real cold overnight, so just taking a look, down to 21 degrees right now. I was hoping the car would get to 100. It was actually at, I thought it was at 97 earlier. It's dropping maybe because it's so cold. And I had set the time of departure to 6, because that's our original plan, but then we ended up staying up a little later, so we got up a little later. And it used some energy to heat the battery. We are still plugged in, but again, just charging at 12 amps. Here's my brother's partner's Rivian. I was really hoping to get a video with that, but things have just been crazy, so you'll have to wait. I didn't get my chance. I didn't even actually get in it. I really want to. It looks nice. They've been struggling with some range issues. That standard battery, man, they did not get. They had to stop more on the way down here than we did from Chicago. Anyway, we are headed home today, so let us take a quick look at our route, and then I'm going to show you a tip that I learned thanks to some folks on Reddit, to get Tesla stations showing up in the route planning. Okay, navigating to near home. Okay, great. This is the one. This is the trip, the plan I wanted to do. So, Tesla Supercharger Speedway, which is just on the other side of Indianapolis there. You can see that there. Saying a 22-minute charge. It's at a Get-Go gas station. Okay, looks like maybe there's a hotel there. Get-Go gas station doesn't sound like the most exciting place, but that's fine. There are 8 chargers. I will take a look at them on the Tesla app to see some pictures too. Not that it really matters, we should be fine. And then second one at the Fair Oaks Farm, which is pretty close to home. There are 12 there. Previously, you may remember I had talked about potentially stopping at the Fair Oaks Farm at the Shell Recharge. Those, I think, have been removed. They were basically broken from the second they installed them. That'll be cool. We can get some coffee and some stuff in there. That's a 20-minute charge. And that, it looks like, will get us home with 12%. Cool. So, just to show you, that's the plan we're gonna follow, I think. 5 hours, 34 minutes with charging? Yes, 5 hours, 34 minutes includes charging time. 321 miles. So let me show you, if I can remember. Oops. Okay. This isn't, they don't make it very intuitive on adding. Maybe you have to completely, see, this is why I couldn't figure this out yesterday. Or on the way down here. Okay, so you hit the lightning bolt for charger, and then you have to hit the filter button, and then you had to, under compatible plugs, you had to check the NACS adapter. Otherwise, it was just doing the CCS. So now that I have that selected, you notice on the way down here, it did not select those Tesla stations. Now it will. So that's great, because it seems to not be necessarily preferring them, but I would like to prefer them anyway. Now I can set them to be preferred manually in the filtering, but I want it to just be whatever's quickest and available. Tesla is almost always going to be the best option, just due to the amount of stations and the spacing of them. So this is much better for us. So the only thing, Google, please fix this. If anybody knows anybody working on Google, Android Automotive, show me the length of this leg. Or if anybody knows and I'm missing something in in the Google system, if you have a Cadillac or a Chevy or a Volvo and you're using this, where can I see the distance of this first leg? I want to see the distance of this leg, I want to see the distance of this leg, I want to see the distance of this leg. I should be able to click on this, or even better, it should say right here, you know, I believe it's like probably 130, 140 miles, something like that. When we get here, we may even be able to go a little further and go to the Lebanon charger. We'll see when we get there. If you use Google Maps on your phone, you will notice there's also route planning there if you set it up to have your account to say you have an electric vehicle. And it's, as far as I know, brand new, and it'll default to 90% battery charge, and I don't think you can change that yet, but you can hit go or whatever, hit directions, and then there's another button. I don't have my phone on me, or I'd show. There's another button that says add charging. So that's pretty cool, and it knows we have a Volvo because I have that on my account. So that's pretty cool. It's very conservative. You know, I feel like Google's usually pretty conservative with their range estimates, but you know, that's better than the alternative of running out. Ooh, my seat heater's getting very toasty. Okay, I need to get the car ready, and then we need to get going here soon. So we got a lot of stuff to pack. I gotta get the seats down and stuff, and then get the dog stuff in here, and then we'll be on our way. But just another review. This is the plan. Looks like a couple car accidents, so those will be cleared up by the time we're going there. But just on the other side of, let's see, can I zoom in on this? So there you can see, just on the other side of Indianapolis, basically in Indianapolis. Where we stopped on the way down was Lebanon, which is somewhere closer to here. Here's Lafayette, where we used to stop at. Oh my God. Oh, and see, that just killed the whole planning. That is super annoying. It doesn't matter. You saw the plan. That's the plan. Next time I see you, we will be on the road, and hopefully this battery has heated up enough to give us decent efficiency. So we'll see what the efficiency is on a day with 23 degrees. Hopefully it's sunny, it's nice, it's gonna be a nice day. Hopefully we get no wind. All right, enough blabbing, catch you on the road. All right, we're officially on the road, just taking a quick look. Our first stop is that same speedway that was estimating before. Leaving it now with 93%, just sitting in the driveway, even plugged in because it's so cold. Keeping the battery in the cabin warm, used like 4% total. Pretty sure it was 97% when I looked late last night at like 2 in the morning. So anyway, used a bunch, even plugged in, used more energy, but that's okay because we don't have the cold battery icon, which is good. That means the battery is pre-warmed and we'll get better efficiency that way. So estimating 25% arrival after 130 miles. We'll see. If we're that high, we might be able to skip and go to Lebanon instead, which would be a little bit better off. So anyway, on the road, and we'll catch somewhere. Quick update, I adjusted the map to Lebanon Supercharger, and it was originally saying 16%, which I was like, great, that's perfect. The other one was 25. It's gone down to 12. Our efficiency, as you can see, is pretty bad. It is going a little up, 462, well, maybe. It was 467 not long ago. But anyway, it's pretty bad because it's cold, so you can see 27 degrees. So we're getting bad efficiency. If we can make it to this Lebanon Supercharger, though, that'll be better. We'll still have to do 2 stops. There's no way we'll make it from there all the way home, but that's okay. So that's the new plan. right, efficiency is still really bad, 470 watt-hour per mile. Estimated arrival is now 4%. So right now we're going around Indianapolis. The speed limit's a little slower, but I had to slow down a little bit. We actually turned the heat off for a little while, but we couldn't do that too long. It's getting cold in the car. So down to 19%, 30 miles projected, 32 miles to go. Oh, it's down to 3% now. So I'm gonna slow down a little bit more because it's getting dicey and it's too cold out to get stuck. So gonna overcharge when we get to the stop. Hopefully we make it. Alright, that was a little spicy. We made it with 4%. Cybertruck here, and actually another Cybertruck, and then a Rivian. We propped this up. It's a two-hand operation. Ooh, it is cold. Alright, I didn't prep the app while I was here. Okay. We are at 2D. Oops. I think I was supposed to plug in first. Let's see if this works. Holy crap, it is cold. I don't know how long we'll be here, but we're gonna overcharge. The next stop will be the, there goes that black Cybertruck. Cool, charging. All right, I'm gonna get in the car. Make sure this picks up, cranking the heat, because I had to turn the heat off, which I really didn't want to do. I had to turn the heat off that last bit there. Okay, so the battery at least was preconditioned because they're cranking up here. Let's see if it gets max speed, and then we're gonna let the car warm up for a second before I jump out and take care of baby, because it's really cold. I want to make sure. It says 30 degrees. It feels colder, but maybe that's just because winter just started. 137. All right. I suspect it'll stay at 137 for a few minutes, and then it'll jump up to max speed. So we'll be here for. I'm not sure. We'll look at the map in a little bit. Actually, I'll look at it right now and see what it says. Okay, so because I had rerouted, it doesn't know. Okay, so it's saying charge here for 47 minutes and then shall recharge. That's not going to happen. What? So we'll do some manual. We'll do some manual work, and then I'll show you what the plan is. All right, we're up to 73%. That Starbucks is crazy busy, so it took that long just to wait for my drink and take care of baby. We are up to 73%, now at 57 kilowatt. You can see the Tesla app, 60 kilowatt hours, 34 minutes. But that 60 kilowatt hours is including the heat that we are cranking. Actually, we can turn down a little bit. We'll keep it running pretty high until we leave, though. So I think we'll go to the. We will go to the Tesla Supercharger Fair Oaks Farm, which is only 80 miles down the road. So this one, 24% on arrival. That's a pretty good buffer just in case. We'll actually be able to run the heat this time. And then let's see if we add a stop and plug in near our house. So it'll tell us how long we'll need to charge. Okay, cool. So yeah, it says 16 minutes. Okay, so that is gonna be the plan. So we're gonna do that. So I am ready to unplug, which I actually go ahead and do. Jump out and stop this. Put away the adapter, all that good stuff. I'm gonna prop this up here because this is a two-handed operation. Stop it on my phone because I don't like stopping it on the car for some reason. We're at 36 minutes. I'm gonna pull this beast out. I said I was gonna set up the phone and then I picked it up, or the camera. Cool, it's cake. Enjoying these Superchargers. Alright, we're gonna swap drivers and then time to get the fuck out. I think I saw a small, I think somebody dinged the car. Alright, so back on the road, we're gonna stop at the gas station real quick, grab a water, and then we got 83 miles to the next stop. We'd be able to make it home. It's 168 miles home. We'd probably be able to make it if it wasn't so freaking cold, but I'm not doing, last time we drove a good portion of the way without the heat, or the heat very low. Ian's had to slow down a lot. I really don't want to do that. And we actually didn't take the dogs out, so this next stop would be a good one to take the dogs out. So, all right, catch you on the road. Alright, just pulled up to Fair Oaks Farm, and for a while the Tesla app was saying a wait, which I thought was ironic that Tesla of all things would be the one that gives us a wait, but it's a pretty cool stop. We'll have to go check out some of this shit over here. But I'm gonna pop out first. Yeah, it should be good. I'm gonna pop out first and plug us in. But yeah, there was a wait and then somebody moved right when we pulled up, so that's perfect. Ooh, it is cold. Let me get this thing going here. Alright, I'm just gonna do this awkwardly, quickly, because it's cold. I want to need to let the dogs out too. Holy moly. Oh my god. It's cold and windy, so sorry if it's really loud. Camera down. Hold on. Alright, sorry, I just needed two hands there. Alright, we are charging. I'm gonna get in the car. Ooh, oh my god, it's cold. I'm gonna get in the car here. Got another Cybertruck and a bunch of Teslas and a Rivian on the very end. Oh my goodness, this is a popular station. They must have some holiday stuff going on here because they got all this stuff. But we'll we'll check out what's going on. So 129, 130. It did get up to full speed last time. 26%, we should get full speed for another handful of percent at least. So we're gonna, I think, pop out, take the baby out. I don't know where closest bathroom or whatever is, but we'll check out this crazy place and see what it looks like, and then let the doggies out too. All right, catch you in a little bit. Time to unplug. Estimated arrival 31%. There's a bunch of people waiting. Sorry, the car doesn't want to stop. Oh, okay, I stopped it. I wasn't even thinking about it. I stopped it with the button on the car. Okay, edit that out. That was awkward. Holy crap, it is cold. And there's a bunch of people waiting, so I was trying to do that quickly. All right, we are at 80%. That was kind of perfect. Really cool stop, actually. We went, this is our restaurant here. A little one down the end. It's just like a little market. They had gifts and chocolates and charcuterie and hot chocolate and hot cider. And then we went in the coffee shop / sandwich shop real quick. Really crowded in there. We actually got a couple little things for my parents. I didn't see where they had coffee. I was wanting like a coffee, but the line for sandwich ordering was super long. So yeah, it's really cool. Over here at the gas station, there used to be Shell Recharge CCS chargers. They made it about a month, I think, and then it broke immediately after they opened. You can see over there, there's a really nice dog park. Big dog park. I mean, that's bigger than some actual dog parks I've been to. So I don't see where the CCS chargers used to be, but they are gone. Beyond 6, that might be a hydrogen filling station over there. That'd be interesting. I have no idea. If anybody knows, Beyond 6, is that a hydrogen filling station? Anyway, estimated arrival 31%. So should be no trouble getting home with a little bit of driving around juice to spare. So yeah, very good stop. We got really lucky there without having to wait, and I would highly recommend that stop. I wish it was a little further from Chicago so we could stop there more often, because that was it was fun, and I would have let the doggies run around at the dog park if we needed to charge longer and it wasn't so cold. But cool stop. Back on the road in the middle of these cornfields. Catch ya on the road. All right, we made it back. 30%, so we overcharged, but that was intentional because A, that place was cool, we wanted to check it out. B, it was so cold, we wanted a buffer. And C, we wanted a little bit of charge when we get home, because when it's this cold, we charge even slower on our level 1. We're just plugging into the wall here in the garage. We don't have a level 2 charger. So, really good trip. It was definitely easier having the Supercharger access, especially on the way down there, because we could stop once. Now, when it's this cold, we're going to stop twice regardless, I think. But on the way down there, stopping once was great. And so the way down there was $26. One charge, $26 at that Supercharger. And it's 320 miles or something like that. The way back was 2 stops and it was like $45. So not bad. for 600 miles to be under 70 bucks. Cheaper than gas. The way back was basically comparable to gas. We use about a tank of gas if we take my Land Rover, and gas is actually pretty cheap right now. Thanks Obama for cheap gas. Cut the political talk. Yeah, but seriously, it was a really good trip. Really happy that we got the Supercharger access. The way down there, that Lafayette charger was half functional. And then on the way back, there's a new Pilot EVgo. I think it's Pilot. There's a new EVgo station. It's already down. So on the way back, we were going to stop there because that Tesla charger was full, and both units are down. So it's 2 units with 4 handles. Both of them are down. And it's been open for like a couple weeks, maybe. It's just insane. Like, what the hell? So we got really lucky with that Tesla Supercharger at Fair Oaks Farm, because right as we pulled up, there's another Tesla on the highway, and I was like, literally get ahead of them because they're probably going to the Supercharger too. And we knew there was a wait. So right when we pulled up, there was nobody waiting, and then somebody pulled out. It was perfect. So we popped right in. And that was a great stop. Really clean bathrooms. It's a little close to Chicago for us to normally stop at, but when it's this cold, it's a good second stop. So yeah, let's take a quick look at the stats, and then I will wrap up this video. That's enough blabbing. So the trip auto is the total from today, 312. So actually slightly, I thought the way down there was like 321, but I probably showed it, so I don't know. We can look at the tapes. So 321. Efficiency was terrible because it was so cold. 467 watt-hour per mile. 4 hours 52 minutes of driving. So a little bit more driving. The way down there was 4 hours 14 minutes because traffic. We left at 6 in the morning, which was the way to do it. And total trip, including a little bit of driving around town, but really not much, 725. So yeah, it's not bad. Odometer at 18,700 miles. We've put 16,700 miles on this car. Pretty sweet. That'll do it for this video, I think. Really fun trip. Happy to have Supercharger access. It really opens up a lot of possibilities for us in the future, and we'll see where we go next. Well, where we're going to go next is probably after Christmas back to Cincinnati. So may or may not do a video on that. Kind of figure why the hell not. Who cares? I don't know. It's not going to be much different, but whatever. It's fun for me to do. It is so cold. Trying to think. Anything else? I think that's it. So, thanks for joining. I hope you enjoyed. If you have any questions on the Superchargers and Volvos, give me a shout. Otherwise, beep beep. Have a good time.